up. Back up. Hey, get deep. Why? He can kick. Remember this? Get close. Get over here, man. Why? He can't kick. Dodgeball was all the time we can hit somebody and not get in trouble. Remember this in dodgeball? Remember the kid who only got hit when he turned around? Remember this? As soon as he turned around. When he went up to the teacher. Kid teacher like this. What's wrong with you? The kid's like, Teacher said this. Get back in there. That kid was like this. I'm hurt. Hey, y'all don't even know this. They can't hit us. They knew you were hurt. The kid was like, I'm hurt. The teacher looked at you like this. Yes, you are. That's a friendly game of dodgeball. A retired teacher emailed me a couple of years ago and said this. We brought you up to this school to talk about bullying, and you up there talking about when they were little kids. I can tell there's no retired. So I emailed them back and I said this. When they were little kids, they didn't talk behind each other's back the way they do now. When they were little kids, they didn't see race the way they do now. When they were little kids, they didn't compare the way they do now. Yuba City High School could just say this. Don't ever compare. Please look over here. Don't compare your body. Don't compare the way you look. Don't compare your athleticism. Don't compare how smart you are. I got an 8th grade daughter, so you can pray for me. She's about to go to high school. She's struggling, and we really struggle. She has beautiful, natural curly hair, but she wants it straight because she's trying to impress people who are temporary. She lives in a race-dominant culture where it's Caucasian, and she's trying to be something she's not. She's comparing. Don't compare your parents. I heard a young lady in my house say this to my daughter. I wish my dad was like your dad. I came back in there, I said, Kate, don't ever say that again. She goes, you heard me? I said, I pay all the bills in here, I hear everything. I felt so bad. She was like this. Mr. Hawkins, my dad would never do the things you do for Kate. And then I said this. Kate, I met a guy in November. He told me a story. He got in front of his school. I asked him, can you tell the school this story? And this is what he said. None of y'all know me at this school because I came out here 4 months ago. Thousand Oaks, California. The reason why I came out here is because 10 months ago, my mom and dad went out to a happy hour, but they didn't get drunk. On the way home on the 101, they got into a major accident. I don't know if you heard about it. When they got into an accident, my mom died in that wreck. My dad went back and forth to court for 3 months in a row. He's serving 8 years right now in jail for manslaughter. I saw his head go like this. He did this to his eyes. He was in front of 1,500 people. All I did was put my hand on his shoulder, and then he looked at the audience and he said this. The reason why I'm up here is because ever since I've been at this school, all I hear people doing is complaining. I hear y'all complaining about things that don't really matter. I even hear you guys complain about your parents. I even hear you complain about your mom. To be honest with you, I wish I had what you didn't want. Because I ain't going to get her back. I wish I had the dad that you didn't want. I just held him like this. Got an 8th grader in my house going, I wish my dad was like your dad. I look at Kate and I go, Kate, I meet students every day who wish they had your dad. You gonna graduate? If you compare, you're gonna struggle. If you compare, you're gonna never be happy. Stop comparing and just be the person you were created to be. And you will be much happier if you don't compare. High school is all about comparing. Who has the grades? Who's most athletic? Who's involved? Who's this? Who's that? I wish every student came here today. When I graduated, I thought other students had a better life. I thought they had a better thing going because they had a better education. Let me just say this. Every senior in this class will be successful. When I came to Chico, one girl, believe me, watch this. When I came to Chico, I had a bad problem. One of my habits was this: I lied. I lied because the environment I came from, people lied, they cheated, and they stole, and that's how you survive. I came up to Chico with that. My mentor took me out of his house, set me on his driveway, and looked at me and said this: "Hey man, you don't gotta lie here." I said, "I'm sorry." He goes, "Don't be sorry, be better." Then he said this to me: "Fill void." He goes, "Keith, you don't got anything. Nobody in this town knows you. You need to start over." I said, "What do you mean by that?" He goes, "What I mean by it is this. You're up here on financial aid. You have no job. You're living with my family. And you don't want to go back to Southern California because there's nowhere to go back to. All you have is your word." Got up from the driveway, walked back in his home, and I sat on his driveway. I looked in the air, and I thought about who I was as a person, and the thing I thought about was this: Keith Hawkins, you need to change. So I went to Costco. I got a job, but I had no way to get there. I went up to one of his friends, went to his home, Mr. Lean. I said, "I found a truck for $6,800, but I have no money. I'm working at Costco." This man went into his home office, came back out with a $6,800 check. He goes, "Keith, pay me back within 3 years, and we're good." I was working at Costco. I paid him back in 18 months, $6,800. I was reading at an 8th grade level when I went to Butte College. I was at Butte College for 4 years. I was at Chico for 3. When I graduated, I went back to that man who told me don't lie. I went back to him. I said, "I found a house in Chico, but I need $16,000. He goes, "How much money do you have?" I said, "I got $15,000. He walked into his home office, came back with a check for $16,000. He goes, "Pay me back in 15 years at 8% interest." Gave me the check. I paid him back in 3 years. In 2000, I got married, so I took money out of that house I bought. I moved out here to Roseville, and I bought another house in 2000. We had 2 houses going. 2001, the houses kept going up. So I went back to that college home, took more money out of it, and bought 2 other homes in Chico. I had 3 homes in Chico and the one in Roseville where we lived. 2003, the homes kept going up. So I took money out of those 3 homes. I bought a house in Lincoln, flew out to Phoenix, Arizona, and bought 3 more homes in Arizona. 2004, the homes kept going up, so I took money out of every home, and I bought homes in Vegas, Sacramento, Rockland, Lincoln, and Roseville. In 2005, I saw that everybody was taking money out of their homes. So I took the advice I gave you 20 minutes ago. Most people took money out of their homes, so I stopped taking money out of their homes, and I sold every home. I even sold the home we lived in. Sold every home. 2006, the housing market crashed. 2007, everybody got super desperate. People started losing their homes. 2008, the stock market crashed. People were worried about their retirement, so they started getting out of their retirement. They went down from 14,000 points in the stock market to 6,500 points. Once it got to 6,800 points, I took every dime I had